All right, what's up, everybody? Christopher Leon Johnson here. So happy Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening, to be exact. Home right now, getting some food. Hungry as hell right now, and I want to make a comment. I just saw this article, and it's a hilarious article, but it's a sad article at the same time. And so what happened was, this is up in Rochester land, and everybody know that Rochester is a town in New York, up in the Western New York, which is completely owned by the New York Working Families Party. They made sure that Rochester, New York, has completely been owned by the progressives in the political spectrum in New York State. That was because of fucking Jumaane Williams. Jumaane Williams, what happened with Jumaane was running for governor of New York State. And everybody knows when you run for governor of New York State, you have to win, try to get to every county in the state. This is 62 counties. 62 counties. And what happened was, Jumaane knew that the only way he had a chance of winning is he got to reach out of New York City. When you run for governor of New York State, it's not an easy job. It's not an easy race to run. You have to raise millions of dollars, raise millions and millions of dollars. You have to spend a lot of that money. And at the same time, you have to build a lot of support in certain pockets in the state to have a chance of winning the primary. Running for governor is a real tough race. If you want to run for a statewide seat, it's going to cost a lot of money. In any consultant, they'll tell you that when it comes to a statewide race, it's a lot on the line. It's a lot of politics in play. You have to be careful when running a statewide race because people lose their political careers because of it. Because anything happens in the neck of the woods, it falls on the whole campaign. It can cost the campaign a lot. They could lose that way. So you got to be careful when a statewide campaign. So Jumaane was running in 2022 against Hochul and Tom Suozzi. Jumaane came in second, but he was feeling, with the help of his wife, who works for Bolton St. John's, which is one of the most powerful lobbying firms in the city. Him and his wife felt that, well, if they could go all the way to Rochester and Syracuse, they would probably build some support and show the party that, hey, they got Western New York support, because Hochul's from Western New York, she's from Buffalo. And they felt that if they could win Rochester, they could win the whole thing. And the funny part, the crazy thing was that he won Rochester. Jumaane Williams won Rochester over Kathy Hochul. He won Rochester over Kathy Hochul. So that means the Working Family Party has Rochester under their thumb. So let's keep it 100%, right? And I'm gonna explain about this article, and I'm gonna explain why that I back the NYPD, I back the Blue. I support what they do because they help me when I'm in some shit. When I need them, they help me out. I'm not trying to say that be arrogant, but cops, they help me out. But so the article was on New York Post, showed that a couple cops, they got called by ICE, I think Border Patrol, to help out in like a car search dealing with 8 occupants, and cops responded by the request of Border Patrol. And sad enough, the mayor, Malik Evans, and the chief of police, the commissioner they call in New York City, had a press conference and threw those 2 cops under the bus. And I'm gonna give my opinion about this, and I'm gonna explain why that the cops done nothing wrong. But the sad thing about it is that we're in a state where it's majority Democrat, and the problem is that it's majority Democrat. At the same time, not only is majority Democrat, it's majority Democrat, and at the same time that it's majority Democrat, and then at the same time that the political spectrum in the city and like all over the state is heavily influenced by these these nonprofits that push in for bills. And what they do, because they know their bills can't get pushed in the state, because it's only mostly turned down by the state assembly. When it comes to the state senate, a lot of bills get through the state Senate, but the state Senate only has 63 members. Now, any bill can get passed through the Senate. Now, the issue is that when it goes to the state assembly, that's where a lot of bills die. Is it the state assembly? Is in the state assembly, because there's a lot of Republicans in the state assembly. It's 150 state assembly members. Majority is ran by the Democrats, but you have a certain amount of number of Republicans, and it's sometimes they're Democrats that caucus with Republicans. They're Democrats that live in districts where it could easily be taken over by Republicans. So to not try to piss off their constituencies enough to get voted out in a general election, because there's certain seats that could be could be lost and won in a general election. Is like in the 16th state assembly district between Gina City and Daniel Norber. She lost her seat to Daniel Norber. It could be kind of tricky. So what they do, and this is the help of the Working Families Party, is that they get these lower level members of the politics, like the mayors and the councilors and the town councilors, the legislators, and like the county, like let's say like the mayor of Rochester. They'll tell him like, look, if you don't do this for us, we're gonna run someone against you. We're gonna bury you in the media. We're gonna make sure that no nonprofit supports you. We'll scare off your donors. We'll make your donor look bad. We'll do everything we gotta do to fuck you over, to fuck you, and then you'll get voted out. So you know what happens? What happens is that these same politicians like Malik Evans get scared of losing his career, because he know who his potential opponents are, and he caves in. And guys like him cave in, and they put these policies to where it's like, all right, Rochester PD cannot cooperate with ICE. Rochester police cannot cooperate with Border Patrol police. And cops get in trouble for this stuff. And sometimes you understand that the cops, they just do their job. And cops work together. Cops will always do their job, and they work together. They will always work together. Always work together. And that's the truth. In this city, it's really different. In this city, it's like in New York City, they completely made it clear to any NYPD officer, like, if we find out you're cooperating with ICE in anything ICE related or Border Patrol, that's your job. That's your ass. That's your career. So it's really tough here. That's why, like, people are like, well, why the hell they not deporting a lot of people here in the city? Because ICE and Border Patrol are a small number. When it comes to federal agencies in the city of New York, when it comes to like officers, like the ones that really enforce the law, like that want to do the on the ground enforcements, it's a small number compared to the NYPD. We're in a city of like 8 million people to like 37,000 cops. And the sad thing about it is that there's like a lot of, majority is like 30,000 on the ground, 7,000 in the office. A few of them do administrative work. But they can't do shit. They're the main ones that really come out and make sure that situations are not escalated to where it is, because they know the city, they know the cops know the city, they know the area, they know the people. But if they're in a situation where they can't do anything because they get threatened by their bosses, that if you cooperate, you get terminated, they're not going to do anything. And it's sad. They won't do anything at all. So you can't blame them for doing their job. You know what I'm saying? But let me turn this off.